Welcome to Writing Tips. I'm Queen. We'll be considering idiomatic expressions on hand.
On hand. It means to be present or readily available. 1. Reinforcements were on hand in case of any unforeseen occurrence. 2. We were on hand to welcome the August visitor. Hand in glove. It means in close collusion, or to work in close association. 1. The referee was biased because he is hand in glove with our opponent's coach. 2. The kidnappers have evaded arrest because they are hand in glove with the police. Hand in hand. It means two or more things that are associated or often happen at the same time. 1. Bread and butter go hand in hand. 2. Drugs and violence go hand in hand. Hand it to someone. It means to admit, perhaps unwillingly, that they deserve credit or praise for their achievements. 1. You have to hand it to Lionel Messi, 8 Ballon d'Or awards is not a mean fit. 2. I hand it to her, graduating with first-class honors from medical school is not easy. Hand to someone on a platter/plate. It means to get something easily, without having to make an effort. 1. The goalkeeper's mistake handed the opponents the victory on a platter. 2. She got the job on a platter because her father is the friend of the managing director. Bite the hand that feeds you. It means to be unfriendly or to do harm to someone who is kind to you. 1. You can't be spreading this lies against your uncle, you are biting the hand that feeds you. 2. Stealing from your employers is biting the hand that feeds you. At first hand. It means to experience something yourself directly, without any intermediary. 1. I witnessed the shooting firsthand. 2. I got the information firsthand, so I am sure of what I am saying. Force someone's hand. It means to make someone do something unwillingly or sooner than planned. 1. The management forced the coach's hand to field the player. 2. We will have to force his hands to get the information. Have a free hand. It means to be free to do what you want or make your own decisions, especially in a job. 1. Security has improved in the city because the police chief was given free hand. 2. The coach must be given free hand if the club wants to win the league. Get out of hand. It means a person or situation that cannot be controlled any longer. 1. The peaceful demonstration suddenly got out of hand. 2. The player is getting out of hand, no wonder the coach suspended him. Heavy hand. It means to act with excessive discipline and severity, with little or no sensitivity. 1. They lost the election because of the president's heavy hand. 2. The manager ran the company with heavy hand. Iron hand/fist in a velvet glove. It is used to describe someone who, behind an appearance of gentleness, is inflexible and determined. It also means someone who looks gentle but is in fact forceful and determined. 1. Don't think that John is weak, in fact he is an iron fist in a velvet glove. 2. To succeed in the company you will have to be an iron fist in a velvet glove. Know something like the back of one's hand. It means to be very familiar with something or to know something in detail. 1. I got the highest mark in the test, I know the course like the back of my hand. 2. I located the bed despite the darkness, I know the room like the back of my hand. Live from hand to mouth. It means to earn just enough money for food and other essentials and therefore have nothing to save. 1. We are living from hand to mouth since we got married. 2. I need to quit my job, I can't continue to live from hand to mouth. Hands full. It means to be very busy or to have too much to do. 1. Bournemouth will have their hands full against Manchester City. 2. Sandra will have her hands full when the royal family arrives. All hands on deck. This expression is used when everyone must help, especially if there's a lot of work to be done in a short amount of time. 1. All hands must be on deck, if we'll meet the deadline. 2. The new management calls for all hands to be on deck to elevate the company. The devil makes work for idle hands. It means that people who do not have enough to do are often tempted to do something wrong. 1. Make sure your kids are engaged during the vacation. The devil makes work for idle hands. 2. To curb insecurity, there must be job opportunities, because the devil makes work for idle hand. Get your hands dirty. It means to become involved in all aspects of one's work, including work that is physical, unpleasant, or less interesting. 1. The job will not be easy, we will have to get our hands dirty. 2. It will be difficult to get another employee like John, who's always willing to get his hands dirty. In safe hands. It means that something or someone is being looked after by a reliable person or organization, and is therefore at no risk. 1. Your money in our bank is in safe hands. 2. Don't worry, madam, your kids are in safe hands. Hands are tied. It is used when things such as an agreement or a rule or official procedure prevent people from doing what they would like to do. 1. You don't need to beg me, my hands are tied, there is nothing I can do. 2. The president's hands are tied, the new law will check his excesses. Overplay your hand. It means to be overconfident and spoil your chances of success by trying to obtain too much. 1. Steve overplayed his hand when he demanded for promotion in the staff meeting. 2. The managing director is already impressed, but don't overplay your hand, play into someone's hands. It means to do exactly what your opponent or enemy wants you to do, so that they gain an advantage over you. 1. By breaking the windscreen, Philip played into his tenant's hands. 2. Remain calm in the face of provocation so you don't play into his hands. Take the law into your own hands. It means to act personally against someone who has done something wrong, instead of reporting to the authorities. 1. I will take the laws into my hands if anything happens to my family. 2. He called the police after he had taken the law into his hands. Upper hand. It means that a person or organization has taken control over a situation or over their competitors. 1. The team had the upper hand before their captain was substituted. 2. After today's cross-examination, the defense now has the upper hand. Wash your hands of something. It means to refuse to deal with something any longer. 1. They are trying to wash their hands of the problem. 2. Parents cannot wash their hands off the problems caused by their minors.
This, where we call it a day. Our next video will focus on idiomatic expressions on lungs. Best wishes.